5.1.4a, which of the following is incorrect? We are looking for the false statement. Be sure to keep your eyes open to see whether it's asking which is false or which is true. All right, in 5.1.4, that's where we see the derivative of the natural exponential function e to the x. And it reminds us what e to the x looks like. As you see, e to the x is increasing. All right, and then down here in derivative rule 4, it says if f of x equals e to the x, then f prime of x is e to the x. So it is its own derivative. So a lot of people forget it because of that. They'll be like, oh, that's easy, and then they promptly forget it. But don't do that, right? The derivative of e to the x is e to the x. Now this problem also asks us about the derivative of x to the e. That was in one of our statements. X to the e is different. That is, the base is a variable, the exponent is a number. E is a number. It's about 2.71-ish. So I don't want to use the same kind of derivative formula for x to the e as I did for e to the x. Instead, I need to go back to 5.1.3. 5.1.3 was the power function. So when you have x to a power, like x to the 5 or x to the p, where the power is a constant, then we want to do the power rule. And the power rule was down here in derivative rule 3. If f of x is x to the n, where n is a real number, then f prime of x is nx to the n minus 1. Certainly e is a real number, so the derivative of x to the e is going to be ex to the e minus 1. So we pull the power in front, so we pulled the e in front, then we did x to the e minus 1. So just following this formula, we have the derivative of x to the e. Okay, so back to our problem. Statement A says the function f of x equals e to the x is increasing. Yes, it reminded us what e to the x looks like. So statement A is true, but we're looking for which one is false. Statement B, the derivative of f of x equals e to the x at x equals 0. So if I plug in a 0 here, right, e to the 0, do I get 1? Is e to the 0 1? Yes. So statement B is true. Statement C says the derivative of f of x equals e to the x is e to the x. Yes, that was our rule, right? The derivative of e to the x is e to the x. Statement D, the derivative of f of x equals x to the e is, oh no, that does not say ex to the e minus 1 like we got, right? We got ex to the e minus 1. So statement D is the false statement, and just to double check, statement E does say the ex to the e minus 1. So this one, the false statement, is D.